Manufacturing drives Kentucky's economy. It employs over 260,000 Kentuckians. 1 in 8 Kentuckians make world-class products right here. The Kentucky Association of Manufacturers is working to grow this industry and support its members on both the state and federal level. Joining me now are 2 of those key members of that group and association, Carrie Creech, the president of Toyota Kentucky, and Paula Smith, the vice president with Kentucky Farm Bureau. Great to have you both here.
Thank you.
I feel like I've got the best of Kentucky manufacturing and business represented here in our studio. And it's important to talk to you all as part of our Made in Kentucky show. And I mean, Kentucky Farm Bureau, we know the name and what it represents, I think more importantly,
sure.
As far as trust here in Kentucky. You all are doing this really cool contest right now. It is a fun kind of Made in Kentucky, proud to be here. Can you tell us more about that?
Sure. Kentucky Farm Bureau has been proud to sponsor this contest for the last 2 years with Kentucky Association of Manufacturers, and it's a really fun, interactive bracket type tournament where companies will submit their product for consideration in the contest, and we have a fan favorite round, so anybody can vote up to 5 times a day.
Oh my goodness.
And it runs through March, so like March Madness, so it's kind of a bracket contest through March to the end of April, and it gets narrowed down to 16 products, so these are all innovative, amazing products that are made right here in Kentucky. And every week or so, you will narrow the contest down from 16 down to 4, down to 2, and then we'll have our winner. So this year, our winner was Hempwood Manufacturing out of Murray, Kentucky. Last year, the inaugural year, was no surprise, the Corvette.
There we go.
So, of course, a very innovative product made here.
It's called the coolest thing made in Kentucky contest.
It's the coolest thing made in Kentucky.
When you see like some of the past winners, or I realize that's made in Kentucky, I'm like, who knew that was made? Right? What a way to kind of uplift and support.
It's a great opportunity for people to learn about what is made here, and a lot of these products are sold across the world. But it's really fun to find out what gets made right here in Kentucky.
And so how long will this be going on, you said?
We hope to keep it going. So I think it's only been going for 2 years, and every year we're drawing more interest. And it's really, again, we try to push with Kentucky Farm Bureau sponsorship. We help push it out to social media, and so the public gets more awareness and can help and participate in the contest.
So we can go online and vote for it.
Yes.
Up until what date?
It runs usually from March to the end of April.
Okay, right around that March
Right around March
Madness. I love it. I love it. A little competing there. And why was it so important for Kentucky Farm Bureau to support this year after year?
Kentucky Farm Bureau has been a member of Kentucky Association of Manufacturers for many, many years. And so we felt like, as a homegrown company ourselves, we have members all across Kentucky. We have agents all across Kentucky. And so we felt like it was a really good tie-in with manufacturing, because we, again, serve our members all across the state. And it's another way to highlight just Kentucky products and services that are done here.
Fantastic. And Carrie, I mean, you've been with Toyota since it came to Georgetown back, and I can't believe I'm reading this date, 1986. And I realize when that happened, it was some of the biggest news to ever come to Kentucky, because with it, it meant a lot of hope, a lot of jobs, and it meant the doors were open to do business in Kentucky. How has that relationship kind of grown over time?
Well, you know, once again, I've been there for a long time. It just means I'm old. But the relationship that we've had with Kentucky, it continues to grow because of the business that we brought here, and plus the jobs that we've brought here. And it's not only just the 10,000 people that we employ at TMMK, but it's also the approximately 30,000 other jobs that's created because TMMK is there. And it's a great company to work for, and you know, it means a lot to a lot of people in Kentucky.
Probably sends a big message to other companies throughout the world. Come to Kentucky and do business here, because clearly it's just been a good partnership. I mean, it's really worked out.
It's been a great partnership, and there's so many people that we should thank at Toyota because of that. But honestly, right now is a great climate for manufacturing in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Governor Beshear and the House and Senate in Kentucky, they've done a wonderful job bringing new business, bringing new companies to the state, particularly in the automotive industry, around electrification of vehicles. And it just, they continue to work to make it a very good climate for manufacturing. And I think that the next thing that we need to focus on as manufacturers are our workforce, making sure that we still have the skilled workforce to be able to fill those jobs. We need to make sure that we care about daycare and childcare.
Yeah.
And
can't go to work if you can't have the kids
that's
in
exactly
care.
right.
You know, it's really difficult.
It helps us become have a much more diverse workforce if we do those things. And then the last thing that I would say is reliable and affordable energy, regardless of what manufacturing business they're in. Those are probably the three of the most important things that we need to ensure.
Even from both of your standpoints too, I see when you all do business across Kentucky, the way that you're invigorating some of these smaller rural towns, Georgetown, we talked about Hempwood and Murray, Kentucky. I mean, these small little towns, it just breathes life into them and brings them back and kind of gives to them in a really special way. You mentioned kind of environment and hybrid cars. You have a big announcement with that new Toyota, that hybrid that's going to be made in 2025. That's going to kind of give a jolt to the push for that here in Kentucky.
Yeah, it's the latest technology for Toyota. It's an all-new battery electric vehicle. It's a third-row SUV. And we're very excited about it. Right now, we are preparing to start building that car.
It's going to be big. Thanks you both for coming in.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And kind of speaking to what the Manufacturers Association does and bringing some good news to Kentucky, right? For more information, just head on over to kam.us.com.